Welcome back to Intricacies of Michelle, the show where we peel back the layers of who I am. It's not who we are. It's how I have grown and the people who accidentally became part of my story along the way. And today I'm joined by someone who started as a coworker. And at our first, the first time we met, I wasn't real sure we'd be friends because I felt really odd and out of place at the meeting for the new job. I was like, nobody here likes me. My dear coworker became an observer of my just everything that is Michelle, right? Like the all the craziness that goes with being me. She became one of my favorite unexpected allies at work and in life. Brittany, welcome to the show.
Hello, hello.
Hey girl. So, I know you didn't apply for this role as my buddy and my work friend and the observer of all that is in my life, but you've done it amazingly well. I appreciate you.
It's so easy to love you though. Like, I don't think
Oh,
you understand that. Like, you are easy to love. I didn't apply for it, but I'm glad I'm here.
I'm glad you're here too. I'm so thankful that I had that job where we worked together because without that job, I wouldn't have met you and I would have been minus this amazing source of light and love in my life. So,
Oh, even all my dark and twisted humor.
well, from one dark and twisted human to another, welcome to the parade. Let's start with the thing that I am most curious about. What did you think when you first met me?
I mean, we both know that I tend to read people. Like, I knew off the bat we were not both being who we truly are as individuals, and we did not feel safe to do so. And I think that played a part into first impressions.
Yeah, I respect that. And in general, first impressions are a gamble. By the end of our time working together, how did your opinion of me change? And what did you think of me toward the or like at the end?
You are an excellent advocate. Like we've talked about before, there's something about you that just has a passion for humanity in general. I mean, there's just this you're a person who builds community. You don't just join it, you build your own community. Like you are very particular of who's in your village, you're a consistent person, and maybe there's a part of you that did not fit the atmosphere we were in because you're meant to be in something so much bigger.
So basically, I'm a character arc.
Yeah. I mean, you were like your own character. If someone had to write a book about you, like there's no other character in the book. It's literally just a book of Michelle and Michelle only.
Actually, that's fair. I'll take that. Someone once said to me that we could not be in a relationship that would work well because we were both main characters and we both needed to be in the spotlight. Like, that's right. I am my own character and I tend to bring main character energy wherever I go. Once I get past the initial shyness, because if I have to walk into a room full of strangers, that nothing shuts me up quicker than that.
But you're doing good with that though. Like I think that's part of your growth is like you're learning to walk into a room and be present and be yourself. Like that's growth.
Yeah, it is. And actually, it like I'm in this phase right now where I'm experiencing different things and multiple people as I've had conversations have said, that's growth. That shows that should show you, meaning me, and everyone else that you have grown. And that makes me happy because I'm like, all the work I've put in on myself to grow and sift through the quagmire of life that I've lived so far, it makes me feel good, like it was worth it and like I've done the right thing. What is a habit or something that you've seen me outgrow since you've known me? And listeners, a side note, Brittany and I have only known each other, gosh, not quite 2 years yet. So I'm kind of putting her on the spot a little bit and wanting to see what she thinks. But I know Brittany will be shoot from the hip and not tell me just what I want to hear.
2 years is so hard to believe because it feels like I've known you for a lifetime.
I agree. Yeah.
Like, I think if you're someone who believes in, like, rebirth or afterlife or something like that, I would think that, like, our souls knew each other in some past life, if that was something, like, you believed in, but,
Yeah.
um, I think that when we first met, there was you were accepting things that you didn't need to be accepting. It was almost like you felt like you deserved it. Like you deserve to be accepting the bare minimum, like you took on love and life and judgment from others as if you deserved it. And I have watched you start standing up for yourself and take on this, like, I'm not going to take no shit from nobody kind of personality. I know who I am, I know what I stand for, and you have started to love yourself wholly and not accept less from other people. And that is like a hard belief. Not only is that like a belief in your mind, but it's also the habit of you learn to just accept less. You learn to settle for the bare minimum because you feel like you're not going to get anything else in life. And so to change that mindset, that's hard. Like that's doing the hard stuff. So props to you for doing the hard stuff.
I love that. Growth is my favorite plot twist. So sorry, y'all will probably hear my dogs barking in the background. I think part of my holdup on what you just talked about is that standing up for yourself a lot of times will get you ostracized from the group. And I don't think I was in a place to be able to stand alone, even if it was on my set of morals and my set of standards. I'm back to being cognizant of my boundaries. And boundaries are, gosh, man, I took that word boundaries for granted for so long. But now that I've thought more about it and I've read more about it and I've really studied it, it's critical. Boundaries are critical because if you don't have them, people will walk all over you. And nobody deserves that. And I feel like I'm in a really good place and I've got boundaries and I walk away from things quicker now. You didn't know me before, but I would, well, you saw a little bit of it. You did. When I first started the job we worked at together, I was still very much in the mode of placating because I didn't want there to be drama. And that stemmed from my relationships. I've done that for decades. Like if I keep the other person happy, there won't be disagreement and there won't be drama. And so I would shrink into myself and just, like you said, just accept whatever was given to me. Like, okay, I just need to, as they say, put up and shut up and just do my job and keep my head down and go about life. And, I think that proved to be a struggle for me in a lot of settings, not just work, but in my dating life as well. Uh, I've repeatedly talked about the singles group that I'm a part of. Uh, and I struggle sometimes, even still, with getting there and going in. And people will know that by the time they hear this episode, they would have heard it in another episode. But I'm very proud of myself. Over the weekend, there was an archery class, and I love archery. I hadn't really done it very much, like since childhood until yesterday. Yeah, yesterday. And I got there and it just came back to me and I loved it. It was so fun. And if I would have done what I would have done 2 years ago and gotten there and not gone in, I would have missed out on this great experience. And so I'm really happy that I've been able to move forward and, you know, take some steps for myself that will improve my situation for me without worrying about what other people think. And what's a habit I have that makes you roll your eyes, but it also makes you laugh?
The way you use your words amazes me because I find myself a lot of times having to, like, go and look up the word and what it means because, I'm redneck. I grew up in a very small town, very rural community, and so big words were not our thing, and it was more redneck language, so I've had to look up a lot of stuff you say. And the way that you describe life or describe people, like, you have this thing where you judge them nicely, and
I'm
then
a
when I
truth
go
teller, Brittany. I am a truth teller.
you are, and it's hilarious because, like, you'll be saying this thing about somebody or something, and I'll think, "Oh, that's just so sweet of her," like, maybe she really likes this person, and I go and Google the word, and I'm like, "Oh, no." But you're also this just everything about you makes me cackle. Like, I don't know of a time where you and I can have a serious conversation and we don't end up laughing. I mean, that's just even when we're both crying and pitching a fit and just having a self-pity moment, it's just there's laughter in it because we find so much humor in life that even if it makes our eyes roll, we're still gonna laugh.
That's true. That's very true. Let's shift gears. What do you consider to be my best character trait? And this would be the one that shows up no matter what's happening. That's a neato that I'm playing with, just so y'all know.
You're the calm in the chaos or like the calm in the storm. I I mean, you have literally, especially this past year, been the calm in my storm. I think that part of that comes from we there okay, so for those that don't know, there is an age gap between me and Michelle. I know that if all hell were to break loose, big sis is here. You're just that person who is just the calm in everybody's storm. I've watched you show up for so many people to be that for them.
I often I told one of my bosses at some point. I was like, I consider myself to be like the eye of the tornado because nothing, like, it's still in the eye of the tornado and everything is swirling around, going everywhere and every which way. And I'm there and I'm trying to make a plan and help people move forward and be safe and be happy and be healthy. So, what do you think I bring to a room that people don't always know how to name?
You hear a lot of times people say, "Oh, she brings light to a room," or they are just sunshine in human form. But I want to take it a step further, um, kind of keeping on the theme of talking about being the calm in the storm. I think that that statement is true for you, but when you take it a step further, I think of a rainbow when I think of you. And a rainbow happens even when it's raining and the light's hitting it just right. To me, that's you. Like, you
Aw,
are the rainbow. You're my rainbow.
aw. Now I'm emotional. That's just rude, Brittany. I'm
I
just kidding.
try.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
People say I'm mean and hateful, and while that can be true and some people deserve that part of me, I can be kind and cuddly and sweet.
I'm sure I can be too.
Yeah. I think that's why we get along.
I haven't experienced that yet, but maybe. So, Brittany, what's a moment that you felt proud of me but didn't say it out loud?
That's a hard question.
I know it is a hard question, kind of.
I've told you that I'm proud of you and how far you've come, but at the same time, like, I need you to understand that, like, even if nobody else sees the hard times that you're going through right now, that even though you're not sharing your worries with me, I know that you are probably scared and worried and frantic behind the scenes. Like, I am still so proud of you for the way that you show up for your kids and for your mama and for the people you love, even if you are absolutely terrified of life right now. You are still fighting and pushing forward and you're persevering. I mean, I'm literally proud of you for the way that you have handled the way 2026 has started for you.
Thank you. Let's make it a little bit lighter now. If I were a workplace warning label, what would it be? What would it say?
Do you want to know the first thing that just came to my
Yes,
mind?
girl. First thing that popped in
You're-
your head.
okay. So, do you know the this is going to sound like I'm calling you toxic, but I don't I don't mean that you're toxic, but you know like
I might be on par.
the skull head that has like the little X's under it.
Yeah.
I don't know why that came to my mind.
Okay.
When you typically see that, you see it on like a orange or a yellow label, but for some reason I'm seeing it on like a lavender background. Um I think that the skull would have like a big necklace on it with some earrings, some big hoop earrings, like street corner top hoops, like those big hoops. Um, yeah, I think that's what it would look like.
So I'm ostentatiously gaudy and toxic.
See, y'all, she uses these big words that she knows my
I
little
know.
redneck self don't know.
What's a phrase or look that I give you that you instantly understand?
when we used to get on work meetings together, I would watch I would watch you sometimes. It was one of those, like, I could tell that you were breathing, but you're not blinking, it's almost like
That is
and
accurate.
I would watch because, like, your eyes would move as if you were, like, hoping that somebody wasn't catching on, but boy, I was.
Hey-o. If somebody asked you 3 words to describe me, what are the top 3 that pop into your head right away?
Spunky, toxic, and chaotic.
Awesome. That is dateable material right there.
There's good toxic, like,
Is there though? Is there really?
there listen, I am working on learning that 2 things can be true at the same time, and so in this case, yeah, there I think that you're the good kinda toxic because, like,
Right.
you're the you're the person that I would follow into battle, but then there's some people that, like, you're the kinda toxic that I'm not willing to go into battle with you or get arrested for you.
Yeah, you're gonna take the whole group down, and I'm not gonna
Yeah,
be part of that type
but
thing.
I would
Yeah.
get a mug shot for you.
Yeah, there we have it. I think I should put these on a T-shirt.
Those would sell. I would get a
Brit
mug shot for you.
Brittany says, and then on the back. Oh my gosh, yes. What do you think I need to hear more often?
I think you need to hear more of that you are worthy. I mean, it's one thing to love yourself and be independent and just be the badass that you are, but at the same time, like, you are worthy of the kind of love that would go into battle for you.
I think we get busy in life and we forget that people need affirmation. What is something you hope I never forget about myself?
But
That's
I hope
true.
you never lose sight of you, never lose sight of the journey that you are on and your mission in life.
Well, with that being said, what is something that you wish for me in the next 5 years?
Love, wealth, good health, and happiness.
Thank you. I love that. I love that we got to have this conversation, and I just love you to bits, and I'm so happy I get to call you friend. I'm glad I had that job so we could meet and get to know each other. And even when we roll up on Christmas parties with a bunch of old people,
Listen, I'm down to go knock some doors down on a nursing home if you wanna go crash their Christmas party next, so
next year, we'll do that next year.
well,
Oh my gosh. That's all
I
right.
think that
Thanks,
you are doing
people.
an amazing job with this, and I think that you are building a platform where you can be yourself in the most authentic way possible, and I think that you are so I'm proud of you.
Thank you. I'm glad we can be part of each other's stories.
Have me
All right, listeners, thanks for listening again to Intricacies of Michelle. Here is your reminder that sometimes people you work with end up mattering way more than you ever could have thought possible. So when you go to work tomorrow or later today or whatever, hug those work people that you love and let them know that they mean the world to you. Um, and we'll see you next time on Intricacies of Michelle. Thanks again for listening.
I will search for you through 1,000 worlds and 10,000 lifetimes until I find you.